YUKI Kawauchi, total badass. Is this thing on? Hi there, Coach Sage of SageRunning.com here with a quick running form analysis to talk about arm swing. We're going to talk about YUKI Kawauchi. If you don't know who he is, he just won the Boston Marathon men's race on Monday in really adverse weather conditions. Total badass runner. He's run 79 sub 220 marathons, several under 210. I believe his PR is 208. He's run sub 220 and negative 1 degree Fahrenheit. I don't even know what that is in centigrade. It's super cold. He did it with like long tights on, but he also won Boston. And he's a total badass because he's a full-time worker. He works over 40 hours a week at a regular office desk job. I think he works from like 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. at night. And since he just won Boston, he just announced the other day that he is going to finally turn pro, I believe, starting next year. And he said, well, it helped that I won prize money at Boston. I believe it was $150,000 open prize money for winning Boston. Well deserved to go pro. But the unique thing about Yuki is he's a serial racer. He races all the time, world-class marathons. And if you look at some of the video clips from Boston, it's really unique to see is his arm swing and running form. Obviously he's got a very fast turnover, very determined look. And so I wanted to analyze that a bit and talk about differences in elite runner arm swings that you see in these world-class marathon runners. And so we're going to run some clips outside here in a second. But generally, there's a lot of variation in arm swing. There's not so much in lower limb mechanics, below the waist, or even full body position, but arm swing, there's different variations, and I'll get into the factors of what might determine that. Now, if you don't want to necessarily mimic any running form from an elite, because they are moving at a very high speed, and it's not like you're going to be like Yuki probably. I'm not going to be as fast as Yuki just by simply changing my form, but it may help you reduce the risk of injury and may improve your running efficiency or running economy. But slow adjustments over time, you don't want to do anything too sudden because it works your muscles and tendons differently. And again, it's kind of going to come down to what's inside that really counts, both mentally and physically, in terms of your muscles, oxygen usage, metabolism, capillary bed distribution, ability to clear lactate at the cellular level, things like that. So let's go outside.
Alright, so Yuki is carrying his arms pretty low, like a lot of Japanese elite runners do, kind of like I do, low elbow angle, kind of pulling back, but he's got that side to side movement a bit. It could be to keep the elbow in a straight plane. So if you're angling your arms, it depends on shoulder flexibility as well as weight distribution. If you have thicker quads, thicker legs, and a skinnier upper body, skinnier arms, you're throwing your body weight around and it's twisting differently. Elite East Africans, a lot of them have that real high arm carriage, a really tight angle, over 90 degrees even, and it doesn't open up that much. They're very efficient like that. But again, it depends on flexibility, shoulder flexibility, movement patterns you've developed from years, even decades of running. These guys are very elite, so their body kind of selects most efficient running economy and most efficient form to work with your body mass, because body mass distribution is a key variable for arm swing and differences in arm swing. You see consistent landing under the center mass, high stride rate, 180 steps a minute. These guys are running 255, 250 per kilometer, under 5 minutes per mile for a marathon. So they're very elite. They have that quick leg turnover, fast leg turnover, but it depends on the muscle distribution, the size of your muscles in your legs, in your arms and shoulders as well, and your chest. You see some of them even almost cross the midline of the body. Generally that's not too efficient if you're swaying too much like that, but you do see some elites even do that. I like to carry my arms lower. I feel it works better in my body, and like Yuki showed there, a lot of elite Japanese marathon runners will have that low arm swing. I believe was it Rod Dixon had that low arm swing, just, you know, flapping the arms around, working with your body's mechanics and momentum to get that leg drive. Because really, if you're looking at the waist down, you're looking at pretty similar leg mechanics, pretty fast. And you know, the heel strike's kind of overrated. As long as you're landing under your center of mass, you could be rolling slightly off more of your heel. You definitely don't want to be landing on your toes. You're going to jack up your calves, but a lot of elites, you will see that. So that's kind of just a difference. With the arm swing, it's the only real big variable. You also see elites running pretty tall with a nice open diaphragm, and their pelvis, their hips under their shoulders with a slight forward lean. The forward lean is coming from the ankles. But thanks so much for subscribing on here again. For more running form videos, you can check out our extensive playlist. I got all sorts of running form videos with foot strike to upper limb mechanics, as well as just overall running videos. We'll put a link to one of our best running form videos over here, as well as subscribe over here. Check out our training plans at sagerunning.com. Coach Sandy and I sell 5K to ultra marathon training plans, any service, any distance. Thanks so much.